If there's one thing that I was disappointed about, that would probably be it. What's up, everybody?
I'm Jackson.
I'm Kenny.
And we are
JK Builders. Thanks so much for joining us. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, helps out the channel a whole bunch, and it's very much appreciated. Also, if you love Lego, you might as well subscribe to see all future Lego content. We are back. We took a 2-week hiatus. Jackson, where we been?
Florida.
We went to Florida. We went on a trip to Disney World. We went to Disney World. Where else?
Universal.
Universal Studios. We visited Disney Springs. We checked out the big old Lego store that they got over there. It was pretty cool. So we had a good trip. It was super busy. We got totally exhausted. We came home. We took some time off. So we are back and better than ever. We are ready to review some of the new sets that have come out in the last few weeks, as well as ones that come out in the future. We also have some really great Lego City updates we're going to be giving soon. We've been hard at work on that. It's going to be a big reveal, and you're really going to like our new setup for our Lego City. But today we're doing a review on a brand new set that came out just a couple of weeks ago. It is the Thor's Hammer from Lego Marvel. Jackson, tell us about this box.
Well, it's 18 plus. The item number is 76209, and it is 979 pieces.
And what minifigures does it come with?
It comes with Thor.
So checking out the box, it is an 18 plus set, so it has the black background. It's got some really cool lightning going on around the mjolnir hammer here. It is from the Infinity Saga line. It has this base down here with the little plaque that says Mjolnir, the Infinity Saga, and Lego. Pretty cool how they got that little base in there. It just kind of looks like rocks and some sparkly stones maybe. But pretty cool overall. On the back of the box, you get another view of the hammer, more lightning surrounding it. You get the dimensions. It is 11.6 inches wide by about 18.1 inches tall. So this is not a small set. It's actually quite big. It shows the actual Mjolnir right here. It shows you how the hammer actually opens up to fit the accessories. And then here's a picture of all the accessories. So you got Thor. You got the Infinity Gauntlet. I don't know if that's like the Tesseract or something. And then some type of torch or something. I don't know. But some pretty cool things that it comes with. But overall, the box is pretty cool. That's basically it. Let's check out the instruction book. Here's the instruction book. So you get the exact same picture that we saw on the box. We get the lightning with the hammer. It has some pretty good info here in the front about the history of the Mjolnir and also different pictures from the movie. As you can see in these pictures, you can see that some of the details that are on the actual hammer. That's one of the things we'll talk about here in a minute. If there's one thing that I was disappointed about, that would probably be it. It's just that it's lacking some of the details that we saw on the hammer, and it would have been very easy for Lego to include those. But we can talk more about that a little bit later. One thing interesting about this one, it has a gray background, so it's not white or black, and then there is no progress bar along the bottom that we've seen in a lot of the newer sets this year. Not a big deal to me, but just noticed that they were missing, and this background seems a little bit different colored, how it's kind of the gray. There's nothing in the back of the book, not even any new sets that are coming out, so that is pretty much it. So yeah, it's a pretty good sized book. It was actually a really easy build. It's super repetitive, so it was just like kind of doing the same thing over and over again, and then doing something else over and over again. That's kind of how it was. But pretty easy, went together quick, built it in a day, but let's check out the set. All right, so here is the Mjolnir. Let's check out the accessories and the minifig first. Here is Thor. This is the sole minifigure that it comes with. He's got some pretty cool printing on the front and back, just black legs. He's got the cool haircut. Of course, he's got the soft cape, which is nice. And then he's holding the typical Thor hammer in his hand. Nothing too spectacular here, but it is cool that it came with a minifigure. And I mean, they very easily could have not included a minifigure in this one, so I'm glad that they did. Here you have the accessories. So you have the little torch thing. You got the Infinity Gauntlet with all of the Infinity Stones attached. And then, do you think that's the Tesseract? I'd assume it is, even though one of the stones is the Tesseract, right?
True.
I don't know. I'm not like, I don't know everything about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but those are my guesses there. So kind of cool that it came with that. It's just kind of a bonus accessories. These actually fit inside the hammer, which we can show you in just a minute. But yeah, it's cool they threw those in, but they weren't necessary, 100%. What you do buy this for, of course, is the hammer itself. And this thing is quite large. I mean, it's smaller than the typical hammer, than the actual hammer would be, but it is bigger than I thought it was going to be, and it has lots of details. It does come with this nice little stand. Like I said, it's like the stones and like some sparkly rocks and stuff. It comes with a cool little plaque that says the Infinity Saga Mjolnir with the Lego logo. So yeah, it's cool that they gave you this stand to give it some displayability. Makes it look really good sitting on the shelf. But yeah, you can remove the hammer like this. Wait a second. You just remove the hammer like this. Oh my gosh. Jackson, could you hold this? You just remove the hammer from the stand like this. Oh, crap. Jackson, will you show him how you remove the hammer? He's worthy! No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun to play with. I've been kind of swinging around playing with it. It's quite durable. It doesn't fall apart when you swing it around, especially the handle. I was kind of surprised the handle that large and long that it would hold up as well as it does. But looking at the stand, you know, there's not a whole lot of details. It's got these little spaces for the hammer to fit in so that it's nice and sturdy on display. It's funny, it actually used one of the new road plates as the centerpiece there. Yeah, not too much to say about that. The hammer itself has some pretty cool details. So, like I said, the handle is quite large. It's got these different multicolored, you got the gray and the brown pieces all along there. This obviously was very repetitive. You did do a lot of the same things over and over again. It's cool how it has these details here at the base, and then it has the little loop for the handle that he kind of swings it around on. The hammer itself is pretty good size. It's got some nice details. It had some good building techniques to get those tapers on the edges, I thought. Worked out pretty well. On the top, you just have this round piece. That's actually what goes onto here to hold it in place. But yeah, overall, I think it looks pretty good.
It's a little heavy.
A little heavy. It's not as heavy as Mjolnir. But yeah, so the middle portion does open up. So I'll show you that. So these pop off. And then this little accessory piece does fit on the inside of here. Actually, you gotta take that off too. We're not gonna put it in place just because it's kind of a pain to get out, but it does fit inside of there for safekeeping, which I guess is cool. There's lots of technical bits in there to kind of hold it all together, as you'd imagine. It's not solid. It is somewhat hollow on the inside of there. But overall, it's very, very well built. I think there's one thing that I'm mostly impressed on this one. It is how well built and sturdy that it is. Given the size and like the length of the handle and all that, I would have expected it to be a little bit more flimsy, but you can definitely swing it around and play with it without any problems, without any fear of it like falling apart. So very well built overall, I think. All right, Jackson, what are some of the things that you like about this Mjolnir Lego set?
Well, I really like all of the detail. I really think they made it look like the Mjolnir. It's hard to say.
Mjolnir? Yeah, it is a hard word to say. I think it's really cool. I mean, I think it's a good representation of what we see in the movie. Obviously, it's a little bit smaller, but the size of it, I mean, I'm very impressed with it. When you compare it to like the Infinity Gauntlet, which is like way, way smaller than the actual Gauntlet, I really like the scale that they did this one in. So it's like a good scale for kids to play with, really, you know, and like, you can play with it.
This is like a kid set.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to like hit a wall with it. Obviously, it would bust into pieces, but you could swing this thing around and play with it. You can pretend to be Thor. But the things I like about it, it's a good representation of what we see in the movie. I love that they included the minifigure as well as the different accessories. Those weren't a must, but it's cool that they threw them in. The things that I don't like about it is some of the, like I mentioned at the first, some of the details that they left out. They could have even done some printed pieces or some stickers just to put like the little insignias and stuff that we see on the hammer. I think it's just lacking in some of those details that we see on the actual hammer. But overall, I'm very, very happy with it. I think it's a great build. It's a great display piece. It's going to look really cool with our Marvel stuff. Jackson, this one retails for $99. You gonna buy it? You gonna wait for a sale? Or you gonna pass?
Buy it.
I'm gonna buy it too. I think it's worth it. This is 970 something pieces.
979.
So the price per piece is right there where it should be. It is a licensed set, obviously, so that's gonna add to the value. But I think for what you're getting, it's worth 99 bucks. I'm gonna buy it all day long. I think it's super cool. If you are a Marvel fan, you should definitely own this one. It's gonna look great next to our Benatar and our Infinity Gauntlet and all of our other Marvel sets. I think it's gonna look really, really cool. So
one thing that I'm gonna say.
What?
This is my set of the year so far.
Set of the year so far. We should like have an alarm. Set of the year so far for Jackson. You know what? It might be mine too. For me, the sets of the year would be between this and the globe. This might beat out the globe. I might like this one a little bit better. It was a repetitive build, but it was fun. It went together easily. It was one that you just kind of can mindlessly build without really thinking about it. So I enjoyed it. Overall, I don't have too many complaints. I think it looks really cool, and I'm excited to get it on display next to those other sets. All right, so there it is, Lego's Thor hammer from Lego Marvel. Do you have it? Do you want it? What do you think of it? Comment down below. As always, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, keep on building.